Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. I'm so excited to finally talk about The Great Season 2 on Hulu. I really enjoyed the first season. I thought Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult had some really great chemistry, pretty violent chemistry, but the series was really fantastic. So I was really looking forward to a second season, and this really expands on that first season and gives us so much more within these episodes. This season really challenges Catherine as a character. She is now becoming the Empress of Russia. She's also pregnant with Peter's child. He's still in the castle with them, but the coup is still going on, and there's that conflict between both sides, Catherine's side and Peter's side. And throughout these episodes, we see that conflict, but what I also did not expect is it to be very heartwarming, despite the nature of the season. We see a lot of times in here where Peter, you honestly feel like he is becoming a different character. Yes, he's still shooting at things. He's also very horrible, but you can honestly feel some love towards Catherine. And as she's pregnant with their child, Paul is going to be their son's name, he often says things like, "I'm always here for you and Paul." And I felt that. It's adorable. That, you know, this character is kind of shifting. He's still a terrible person, but you feel that love. And you can also kind of feel that Catherine may be feeling something along the way towards Peter. She often wants to meet up with him despite their differences. But I love the progression of their relationship and exploring a whole new territory that really wasn't set up in the first season. She always wanted to overthrow him. He was a horrible person towards her. They just had this really toxic relationship. And it's still kind of there in the second season, but the series really is starting to explore something new. I thought it was handled so well, to the point where I was interested in them two becoming more of a stronger couple and exploring that. I always wanted to see them together in season 2. And Nicholas Hoult and Elle Fanning are terrific in here. There is some more emotional moments coming from Nicholas Hoult as he starts to express his feelings more towards Catherine. I thought Nicholas Hoult did a fabulous job handling some of those more personal moments for Peter, because he's not a character that's easily able to open up and express his emotions, and the season 2 really explores that. And Elle Fanning, she has a lot to do in season 2 since she becomes Empress, and she is tasked with a lot, and it really challenges her character. And can she arise to the occasion? And many times you see that she is struggling, but I think that she starts to develop into a much stronger character. We saw that progression in season 1 to kind of get to where she is now. And how is she handling it? You know, there is times where she feels like she didn't make the right choices, but I think the progression for that character and that development is definitely there, to where you really cheer for her and you want to see her succeed in what she is doing. And so the series really is able to move these characters forward, and you really care about them. A standout character season 2 is also in season 1 is Adam Godley as Archie. He began season 1 as the archbishop, but becomes the patriarch of the church and is consistently opposed to Catherine. They are constantly trying to overthrow each other, Archie and Catherine, and exploring that relationship is one of the highlights of season 1. But there is a specific episode where we learn a little more about Archie, and then you kind of change your opinion about him and how he kind of goes about certain things. So there is very pivotal moments towards this character that I don't want to spoil, that I found to be very surprising. Now, this season starts off Catherine becoming a little more comfortable in her role. And then about middle half of the season, it starts to ramp up some more challenges and things that she is changing that people are reacting to. And there is some downtime within the first like 5-6 episodes. It starts to really pick up towards the end, but the first few episodes are really about Catherine and her becoming comfortable. There's a filler episode involving a crocodile, which was really entertaining, but there is some downtime within the first few episodes. But the great season 2, it is still hilarious. Everything about it is so detailed and handled very well, to where many times I felt myself lingering and looking at like the structure of the castles and the costume designs. It all looks really, really good. And all of the acting in here is fantastic. There's so much progression for these characters, exploring more of Peter and Catherine's relationship. They feel like whole new characters in season 2. Watching Catherine become stronger and watching Peter become more vulnerable and emotional. There's a shift in these characters that is very, very welcoming to the season. So I really enjoyed season 2 of The Great. I enjoyed the first season, but season 2 really is able to expand on these characters where the season 1 was taking us, and now we're finally there and we're seeing it all play out. How are they handling their new roles? So before I give you my score for The Great Season 2 on Hulu, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give The Great Season 2 an A-. Thank you guys for checking my review for The Great Season 2 on Hulu. Have you guys seen it? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.